Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Going to start off with the dollar. Looks like a FOMC meeting had some positive comments about the economy, and confidence has risen. Came out of the consolidation here. Started to break down this morning, but certainly recovered, and within 15 minutes of the FOMC comments, kind of a large push up to 94.80, and then as we open today, it gaps. For the next session, it gaps open, and now we're above resistance. Don't know if it's going to hold or not, but just one of those things that doesn't make any sense. But we are still at resistance on the weekly. We still have higher lows, higher lows, and look for a shoot to 95, which is previous highs. It's still got to break into previous lows, which is the 8 and 13 are sticking together here. It's got to break into previous lows to hit the 95 mark, which is previous highs. And if it gets up there, we've got pretty much a 3 top here, and major resistance right there at 34. So for now, it's still bearish, but I guess sentiment is bullish on the dollar. They're even writing articles about it. Don't make any sense to me. It's only up compared to other currencies, so I mean, give me a break. Everything else is going down, and just because the dollar is the reserve currency, it's going to be the last one to reach the bottom. Just trying to, if it gets to 95, breaks that top, you got resistance into 96. So see what happens. Definitely 96 resistance, previous low there, a double bottom. So there you go. FOMC meeting was sentiment is high on the dollar. Commodities, crude just keeps going. It's broken past previous lows. Here's previous lows here. So next stop is 50 on this bad boy, unless it gets stopped out from these previous lows over here. But it looks pretty strong. It already did a bullish retracement, and let's see, the 13 is almost over the 34 on the weekly, so could be a reverse head and shoulders, where the right shoulder is real quick and sweet. So look for more bullishness, at least up to 50, as it breaks into these previous lows here. S&P, again, here's a 5-hour chart, and we got a higher low on S&P. Looks like it got a jump from the FOMC meeting as well. We were bearish, and then all of a sudden pop. Bounce off the 13. Look for a previous high break at 2100. If this just keeps going, I mean, I was thinking for a little while this would whipsaw, and on the longer term, I was thinking it was going to whipsaw, and come tumbling down like a big, huge head fake, like a breakout fall, which still could happen. But what I'm thinking is, if this thing breaks out 2100 and it makes new highs at 2130 and up, I'm going to start screaming for hyperinflation, because this just doesn't make any sense. Dow's the same thing, so let's move on to gold. Still stuck in the pattern. Back and forth, back and forth. We did whipsaw in, came to the other side of the pattern, and now we're going up. Today, as we sit, is opening down. So dollar's going up. This is the only way to push gold down. Silver had a huge retracement and bounced right off that trend line. And the only reason why I'm using that trend line is because all the points that are hitting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I didn't mention this either. I guess you can call it an abandoned baby, or that's a bullish pattern right there, 3-bar pattern. I guess it's not an abandoned baby, but anyways, it's a bullish pattern. I forget exactly what it's called. There's a name for it somewhere. It's not a Morningstar or abandoned baby, but similar. Anyways, broke above the trend, tried to break free, and hit previous highs over here, and just tumbled. And if we look in I was watching the 15-minute chart all day on silver. You can see the tumble, and then you can see, I was thinking right about here, it's got to be a look out for reverse head and shoulders, and then the FOMC meeting. This thing, I wasn't watching when it did this, but it did it within 15 minutes. 1705, 1706, all the way to 1732. Just really just cranked it. And so far so good. This head and shoulders pattern has to hold 1717. But got some tri-tips. I think there was a 5. Oh no, that's on GDX. 5-hour chart, we're still above support. We're right in that 34 up. The trend is up on the 5-hour chart. And look for a previous high break, 1735. Weekly still looks bullish. I mean, this thing just broke out, so it's still bullish. So previous high 1750. See if we can get up there tomorrow. See what happens. Or by the end of the week. See if we can close up there. That'd be awesome. Here we go. GDX. Be careful out there, guys. It looks like a hanging man on a daily chart. 5-hour chart. Hanging man. You start seeing the same candle on different times, you might start to get worried. We're still good on the weekly though. So what this could be is just a hammer. Could be a hammer off the support. If tomorrow on the daily we open up then it's a hammer. Watch for higher prices. These candles have to be confirmed. So if it opens down, breaks previous low, then you've got to think to yourself, oh, that's a hanging man. We could see lower prices. And I guess we got support at 22.50 and 21. Let's just call it even number 21. GDX, same thing. Careful. Oh, I was start with the 5 hour. We like 5 hour. So came down through support and closed. I don't know. Be a test to see which way it opens, and watch for previous high or previous low breaks. We got a double top above 35.50. See if we can get up there by the end of the week. This is a nice previous high to break here. It's 35.21. I had a question on HL. Let's say Hecla mining, and you can see the pennant pattern on a weekly chart. Or is that a daily? Yeah, that's a daily chart. Question was, if it comes back, do I think it can come back to support, which is 380? Well, it certainly could, and that would be your support. But one thing I forgot to mention is that that's a pretty steep line. So make sure it doesn't come down to that line, and someone could just sit on the bed and bring it down and crack it. And once it does that, then you might have to fill this gap down here. So be careful. The other thing I mentioned is just take a previous high break. You got a triple top here, right here at 394. So that's where your indecision is. Previous high break is 402. If it cracks 4, use 4 as your support. And make sure you stay above. Don't let it whipsaw you back into the pattern. Depending on your tolerance level. But and the other question I had today was GSG, which is the commodities index. That's a hanging man right there. But same as GDX and the others. Is that a hammer off support? What I would do is use 1491 as your support. First and foremost, use 15 as your support, depending on your tolerance level. Definitely, it's above 15, and that's a emotional spot on the chart. So don't let it go below 15, and definitely stay above 1490. And then I believe I mentioned that previous lows is at 19 and 16. So this is a monthly chart. You can see the amount of resistance that it has to get through on a monthly chart. Basically, it has a lot of work to do, but you could be catching this on the bottom. Just make sure you don't slip past 15 again. You got resistance at 16, and then you got a double bottom here at basically 19. Yeah, you got quite a bit of resistance at 18 too. So there's a lot of resistance on the way up. But if you caught a bottom, good job. Just be careful. Just know that you have resistance all the way up. You have a meeting line right here, which is the 8. You got a previous low over here going into this previous low, which is the 13. And then above that, you got 18 and 19. 19 break can see 2350, which is where the 34 is. So I hope you notice that. Or this meeting line actually. But I like using the 50% roll on these long candles. Seems to work. But meeting lines like that, those are heavy resistance lines. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and appreciate everyone subscribing. I can't believe I'm at 800 subscribers. I picked up over 100 last month, which is just mind-boggling. I believe I'm one off, but I believe that's just miscounted on the channel head. I believe I'm at 800 right now. But please subscribe and tell your friends. And if you're making some money and you got some good advice, please buy me a cup of coffee right here, PayPal. And use this little button over here for Bitgold. Get yourself a Bitgold account. And you can find me everywhere else along here. Another thing that was impressive was this video I did when silver breaks out at 17, blue skies above. My target was 1850. I got, which was April 19th, which I got over 2,300 views, which is just amazing to me. So I couldn't do it without you guys. Thanks for sharing. Please comment. Please keep your stock questions to mining and gold and silver and all this and that. Anything with mining, precious metals, because this channel is precious metals prices, and the reason why I renamed the channel is because I believe this is going to be a nice big bull market for a few years. So let's just keep it to that. And again, I appreciate you all. Donate if you can, and share, like, and comment. And I'll see you later.